Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Guys Command TV, the Torres Mind Black Africa. I'm looking at Morara Kebaso, who has been showing us how things should be done. And I'm looking at the work of our parliament that is vested with the function or responsibility of oversighting the executive. And I think our members of parliament and our senators are learning something from this young lawyer. When I tell you that the old guard should go, you should agree with me. Because most of the changes that will come from this country, any meaningful change, can only be brought by people like Morara Kebaso and other youngsters. These guys have liberated minds. These guys are tribalists. These guys are focused. These guys have been to school. And some of them, by the way, are rich, yet they are very, very young. If you look at the young lawyer, Morara Kebaso, Hogera Kwake, you see somebody who is inspired. You see somebody who is restless. You see what good governance means. And I'm looking now at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka because when you look at the opposition Azimio now, when you look at Azimio, which is the opposition party, I'm wondering whether Kalonzo is very serious with the stab for the presidency in 2027. Because he should have formed, and I'll give him a free advice here, any serious presidential contender who want to oppose William Samoei Ruto should come up with a different approach. And this is why now the shadow cabinet comes in. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka need to form a shadow cabinet. He need to form a shadow government. He need to appoint some of these young leaders in these positions. For instance, Morara Kebaso could be given the work of the Auditor General because he is going to the ground, he has the figures, he has the facts, and then he would put William Samoei Ruto's government on its toes. In fact, Morara Kebaso is doing more than the official Auditor General and the Control Budget are doing. This is what needs to be done. If you look at this man again, you see, he's doing the work of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka because he's acting as the person who's in charge of opposition. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka also need to appoint such a person in areas that requires a lot of scrutiny, like the projects. Again, somebody like Samuel Mark Oure should be given also some work by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as his shadow, maybe while Morara Kebaso is being given the work of the Auditor General. Somebody like Samuel Mark Oure should be given maybe the work of the the education ministry. Give him the ministry. Assign him work to audit what is happening at the universities. Let him be given the responsibility of criticizing and coming up with a different model of funding university education. Samuel strongly believe that education should be free. Just like me, I also believe education should be free all the way from the nursery school, all the way from kindergarten to universities. University should be free. So if you give Mark Oure, Samuel, if you give him this young man this work, I can tell you, he has something in his mind. Between his ears, the gray matter is very rich. Between his ears, the brains are functioning very well. The man is brilliant. So these are the kind of people that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka needs to tap into his government. Because Kalonzo, by the way, can easily form the government. Because if he delay, unajua hii ni yale ya chelewa utapata mtoto si wako. Akina Matiang'i they will come, akina Okia Mtata will come, because Okia Mtata is also providing a very good oversight. And if I were Kalonzo, I would move very fast and bring Okia Mtata on my side and maybe assign him a certain ministry. Like now, I would give him the need to give the work of auditing our courts and our constitution. In fact, I would create a ministry for justice and constitutional affairs, and then I would give him this work because he's a very good defender of human rights. He's a very good defender of our constitution. And you see, Kalonzo would create an image of a president who is very much focused. He look very, very different. If it is something like health, look for somebody who is very well informed on matters health. Somebody, and I believe the youth are not short of these good people. Because if you look at what these guys are doing, these young men are actually doing it very well. And then Kalonzo would be left attacking William Samoei Ruto directly now. And you see now, if he is left with William Samoei Ruto only, when Ruto, for example, like now, say, Mashujaa Day on 10th October, I think, yeah, 10th October, we shall have Mashujaa Day. William Samoei Ruto is expected to give a state address, official address, national, he is expected to address the nation, give his official statement. Kalonzo should come up with a different one. So different that it is going to reclaim the lost dream. So different that is going to make that of William Samoei Ruto look like a joker. And Kenyans will be very, very, very happy. And he should move in every ministry. Every ministry should have at least a shadow cabinet minister, and if possible, even an assistant. Somebody who is going to assist this person to oversight the government, to provide the alternative. When the government reads the finance bill, like now, we are expecting John Badi to come up with 2024 finance bill, 24-25 finance bill. So what should Kalonzo do? His CS finance, treasury, should also have a different one. If it is the matter of taxes, hii mambo ya kuambia watu, we can continue taxing Kenyans, show them that we can do things differently. But when they just keep quiet, continue doing the things the same way, expecting to win elections, sioni tofauti hapa. Na vijana wamejitokeza, vijana wapo pale. Na nimesema wale vijana ambao wataleta, wale watu ambao wataleta mabadiliko katika taifa letu la Kenya, sio wazee. Sio wazee, ni vijana, ni babarubaru. Akina Tomboya wa very young, akina Matiba wa very young, akina Kibaki wa very young, when they were in the cabinet. And they were very, very effective. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Do you think these young men are doing things in the right way? Isn't that what Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka should be doing? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? And there are other leaders. I know there are so many people who are talented, gifted, and can actually liberate this country. Because if it is the matters to do with the debts, he should also come up with somebody like now. He should maybe team up with Jimmy Wanjigi and maybe borrow what Jimmy Wanjigi has been telling us about debts. Because you see, Jimmy Wanjigi has also done it very well because he has educated Kenyans about the illegal debts that you have been paying. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what should be done. We are living at very different times. Very different times. And we cannot continue doing the way William Samoei Ruto is doing. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.